Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths, it's not over. It's not over, right? You've still got it in you to love again and be loved again. Don't worry, right? It's not over. I know that you may be in a hard place, and this narcissist that was involved in your life, whoever they were, didn't give you the love you deserve. And love doesn't just have to be in the form of a romantic sense. It can be friendships, it can be family members, it can be colleagues, it can be associates. Generally people that you care about, or your heart is connected to, or your soul is connected to. And the fact of the matter is, your soul and heart and mind was connected to someone that didn't deserve that connection. They didn't deserve it whatsoever, right? They didn't even deserve a shed of it, right? They didn't deserve a shed of your decency. They didn't. But the way that it worked out is you gave a lot of yourself to someone that didn't deserve it, okay? And your heart can turn dark. Your world can turn black. The day can seem gloomy. The days can seem long. Time can drag. You can be in a real painful, hard position in your life, you know, whether it was a discard, reverse discard, or you cut them off because they become too toxic. You can be in a real low point in your life, you know, and what comes with it, with you know, with the whole drama of the narcissists involved in your life, you know, from the gaslighting, the devaluation, the smearing, the hoovers, the unknowing certainty of the whole situation. You know, it can drag you right down. But the fact of the matter is, there's something in you, right, that I don't want you to lose. And the quicker that you realize this, the better for you. And you are a special soul. As an empath that you are a special soul. You're going through the awakening process. You've awakened now to narcissistic abuse. You're going through the awakening process, you know, and some of you are further down the line than others. Some of you at the beginning of the journey, some of you are further down, but collectively as a group of empaths, you're all heading in the same direction, right? But look, there's something in you. I was going to say innocence, but I don't know if it's the right word. There's an innocence about you. There's an essence about you. There's something about you from before you even discovered this narcissist was a parasite that was involved in your life. You know, that care, that consideration, that openness, that pureness that you have inside you, that you gave to the wrong person. That's all it was. Do not beat yourself up about it. Do not feel like it was a mistake. You needed to go through this awakening. It's divinely orchestrated. You had to know what was bad to know what was good. The fact of the matter is, you were involved in a situationship, and I know certainly that for a period of time, however long or short it was, for a period of time, you thought you was in something decent. You thought it was something special. You thought it had the soulmate effect. Like I say, this doesn't just have to be romantic relationships. It can be friendships. It can be family members. It can be colleagues. It can be associates. But you offered a part of yourself, a pure part of yourself, and you loved and cared for this individual. And that's what's hurting you now. What's hurting you now is the fact that you've seen this person change. You've seen the true colors. But let's flip it around. That's a positive thing, right? You've seen their true colors. You've worked them out. You've awakened. It's a beautiful thing. It may be painful. It may hurt. It may have left scars. You may have wounds still that you need to heal. But it's a beautiful thing nonetheless. Because you've actually seen through the deception. You're on videos like this and videos alike, right? How many people do you think never wake up? I don't know the figures. But there's a lot of narcissistic abuse victims that never wake up. There's a lot of narcissistic abuse victims that think they're the narcissist. There's a lot of narcissistic abuse victims that think that they're the problem. There's a lot of narcissistic abuse victims that just really are so hard on themselves and blame themselves. If you're at the point that you know that you're not the problem, please, you're not the problem. I just need to reinforce that. You're not the problem. You are not the problem. But if you're at the point where you know that they are the problem, that they are the issue, right? Please keep that bit inside of yourself. You see that part of you that you did love purely with, that you did care about them with. Please don't lose that about yourself. Don't just go and put it in someone else's hands now. Don't just go and put it in someone else's hands. The heart should belong to you, the universe or God solely. You should always love God. You know, this is going to sound very radical, but you should even love God more than you love your own child. It's a hard thing to do. It's a very, very hard thing to do because a child is a part of you. But realistically, it's just whether you take it as law, you take it as fact, you take it as mythology, there's a logic and reason behind how you're meant to feel this way. And it's for a protection. If you love God or the universe or your ways of worship, your belief system, whatever it may entail, whatever it may be, you love that more than you put into others, right? And it's a hard thing to do. It's a mental challenge. It's like a mental exercise that you need to do, right? It's constant reinforcement. But the dynamics you need to flip around is if someone does present themselves in your life, or you have a child in your life, or you get a friend in your life, or something happens in your life for the positive, you need to be thankful and grateful to God or the universe or whatever your belief system is. Karma, you need to see it as positive karma. You need to see it as something, right? And be thankful towards that and show appreciation towards that source, right? The source of light. What exists within you, the light that exists within you is from a source, right? Whether you call it God, the universe, whatever you call it, source, right? You need to be thankful towards that. Also be thankful towards the person if they are decent and kind and generous, and not generous, but like loving and pure and empathetic and all the rest. Also be thankful towards them as well. But always, keep your heart aligned with them, but also keep your heart aligned with God or the universe or your belief system. Don't lose that, So the fact of the matter is you've got something in you to love again. You do. And also be loved and well received. Don't worry about it. You have. This narcissist that was involved in your life is not the be-all, end-all. It's not over. Your life's not done. That's what you need to remember. It's not done. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. But it will happen at a point in time. Something significant will happen in your life in a point of time. It's also going to happen in the ways of how your life unfolds. With the benefits, you will start reaping benefits in your life in other areas of your life. It's going to happen in a myriad of ways. It's not only solely just going to come through a person, but your life's going to improve for the better, for your career, for your projects, for your goals, for your dreams. Your life's going to improve in that way. Your life's also going to improve by someone else coming into your life, And this narcissist will be something of a distant memory and something of the past. That you look back in retrospect of how far you come. You look back in retrospect and reflect on how asleep you was and how awakened you are now. You look back in retrospect and think, that was a dusty weirdo. You're never going to settle for less again. You're going to raise the bar. That's the way that you need to incorporate. That's what you need to incorporate in your mind on your healing journey. Do that for a prolonged period of time. Don't settle for less. Don't get the tendencies of craving human connection or feeling lonely and just rushing into another situationship, because I see it in the comment section, people saying that the other narcissist they met is worse than the first narcissist they met and things of that nature, right? This narcissist that is involved in your life is not the be-all, end-all. It's not over for you. There's hope. There's definitely hope. And you've still got it in you to love again and be loved. Don't worry. Whether that's going to come in the form of a friendship, whether that's going to come in the form of a romantic partner, whether that's going to come in the form of a family member or colleague or associate, you're still going to share a bond with someone that is going to supersede everything that you had with the narcissist involved in your life. It's going to happen. It will happen. Right? And like I say, there's going to be counterfeits that present themselves along the way. There's going to be counterfeits that try to get the hooks in. There's going to be counterfeits that try to knock you off balance. There's going to be counterfeits that come your way. You need to carefully navigate past them counterfeits, right? Any counterfeits that come your way, they may, just like the narcissist involved in your life, seem like they were full of light, but then they were full of darkness. That's how the counterfeits will present themselves. So be aware of counterfeit soulmates too, you know? But don't let your caution, or what's another word I could describe it with? Your caution or your caution. I need to think of another word to describe it. Caution, your worry, your trust. Don't let that destroy the true essence of who you are, you know? Don't let that destroy what you offered. You know, that pureness that you offer towards the narcissist in your life. Don't let it destroy that. Because that's ultimately what they want to do. They want to destroy you so that you're not able to get to that place again in your life and offer that part of yourself the same way that you did for them when you was asleep, before you was awakened. The difference is now you've awakened to the narcissist involved in your life. You have discernment. You are cautious. You are vigilant. You are aware, you know. And if you see any signs, you know, you know how to deal with that situation correctly this time around. You won't get so deep like what happened with the narcissist involved in your life. You know, you're not going to be confused. You're just going to say, okay, this is someone playing that game. That's what you're going to do. So just understand, I don't want you to lose that innocent part of you. I can't find another word to describe it. The pure part of you, the essence of who you are. You know, you still got it in you to love again and be loved. So don't worry about a thing. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.